Hello, lovely humans. On this channel, we are no strangers to doing things that scare us. Whether it is wearing crop tops for a week or doing push ups for 2 months, I definitely like doing things that get me out of my comfort zone, and today is no different. A few months ago, me and Javi, my lovely husband, were hiking through Oak Point Park, and we found a freaking obstacle course in the trees. After a little more research, we found out it was run by a place called Go Ape. Now, there's something you should know about me, and it is that I am terrified of falling from heights. Every few years, I will do something to challenge myself in that aspect in hopes that I will just magically get over it. So far, I have tried dangling my feet off the Grand Canyon and taking my butt to Hurricane Harbor, which is basically like a water park with roller coasters. And even the water did not stop me from having a panic attack before every single ride. Obviously, the Grand Canyon part was scary. So, when you factor in an obstacle course above the trees where you could, fall to your death if you weren't, hooked in, and zip lines, that's like primo scary stuff for me. The fact that it's a fitness challenge because you gotta actually be in shape enough to get through this obstacle course just makes it a win-win. So today, I'm gonna be scared and do it anyways. Let's go. We are here and it is like 42 degrees outside. I am freezing, so this is gonna be interesting.
It was also rather unfortunate that the bathrooms were outside because if you had to pee, you got to freeze your butt on metal. And of course, the obligatory photo of us being happy before the obstacle course kicked our butts. Once we were all strapped in and went through the instructions, we climbed up a super tall, big scary ladder to the top, and we were strapped in the whole time, but it still freaked me out. I was absolutely terrified, so I started off slow.
You got this.
My husband was super sweet about trying to encourage me the whole way, and honest to God, I feel super bad for the guys that were waiting behind me because it took me forever.
Wave to the camera.
I'm not letting go. Are you kidding?
This challenge felt so strange. Not only was I super high up in the trees, but it honestly felt like every little breeze would shake every inch of what you were climbing across, and it was terrifying. So even when I thought I was moving fast, I was going slow.
You got this, Heather. You're doing great. You're doing great. Come on.
Some pathways were harder than others.
You can do it, Javi. Come on. One foot at a time. Stand up, though. Stand up. Just do the Tarzan swing.
Yeah, I'm a Tarzan this man. Through the loops. Are you getting a workout?
I'm too freaked out to even notice I'm getting a workout.
And getting a workout, we were. Part of it might have just been from tensing my muscles in terror, but oh my gosh, we used every freaking muscle known to mankind for this workout.
This is what all those split videos were for. To prepare you for this.
He wasn't wrong though. I felt like I had to basically dive with my foot to get to the next X.
I feel like I need longer legs for this one.
This was honestly a really cool setup to do as a group activity. We did it as part of a team building thing for Javi's job, and it was so much fun. You could see everybody that was going in front of you, everybody that was going behind you, so you all really got the opportunity to cheer each other on and get pumped up when you were terrified, which I was. I did start finally feeling a little bit more confident and gradually being able to go a little bit faster, although I was in no way, shape, or form speedy. I was really proud of myself on this one for actually getting all the way across because it was so wobbly. It felt like you were about to fall to your death any second. And I was strapped in, but I still had that fear. Also, sorry about the little thing in the corner. We were having to film and a lot of our little holsters kept getting blocked by the harness, but it kept us from dying, so I'll consider it a win. And although I was getting more confident with the course itself at this part, When I realized that the zip line was next, I started getting even more scared.
You got this. You got followers to make happy. Woo! Grab the rope.
I hate heights.
Good job, good job.
At one point, Javi and I got separated just due to the different route options you can choose for the course. So Javi's boss, Eddie, took over cheering me on through all of my terror. So thank you, Eddie. Towards the end of the course, there is something called the Tarzan jump. And it is at the point where you feel like you have no strength left in your arms or legs. You have to jump off a really, really high surface zip line into a net and then climb your way up that net. And let me tell y'all, it is the hardest thing I think I've ever done physically in my entire life.
Good job, brother. Now Spider-Man.
And then it was time for the big, scary zip line that was much longer, although I will say the view was lovely.
We all did that.
As it turned out, every single one of us ended up being completely backwards as we went down the zip line. I don't know if we were missing something or what, but I gotta say, Michelle made it look a whole lot more graceful than me. Javi got so excited he decided to go before Michelle was off the platform. Oops.
There you go. Oh, shit.
Javier, you didn't even wait.
There were quite a few different sections with zip lines, and I did finally start feeling a little bit more confident, although that, decision to actually jump off the ledge was by far the most terrifying. So much fun, though.
We did it! Woo! Okay, y'all. That was terrifying and exhilarating all at the same time. And honest to God, that was the hardest thing I have ever done physically in my entire life, as well as probably the most mentally terrifying, because you are jumping off of freaking platforms to go ziplining multiple times, which was super fun, but terrifying. I literally am so proud of myself for actually completing this because I am so scared of heights. And I even managed to climb that insane Tarzan swing at the end that was super, super hard. My arms are definitely bruised and dying, and my pinky is swollen because I should have had the finger covered gloves, but 100% worth it. Would highly recommend. This is an amazing experience, and we can't wait to check out the one in Arlington next. My thighs are so bruised, but also...
we didn't even change. Look at...
Oh yeah, we're just sitting in the seat with muddy butts from sliding into the zip line thing. But look at my leg. Look at my leg. Hold on. I don't know if you can see it that angle. It's so bruised. There was this one part where it's ropes hanging down and then rings. And I made the mistake of putting 2 feet in them at once and swung off, and my foot was behind me doing the splits. Don't do that. Go 1 foot at a time. I'm nice and blue and green.